You guys are fucking boring. Happy New Year! Yeah, I know I'm late. But hear me out. I forgot to wake up. You can't blame me, okay? It's the bad fault, okay? And my dog ate my homework, I guess. So, how is Operator treating you so far? Good? Wow, I did not expect that. You finished the project, you get all the blueprints, you kill a lot of people, you even master every single weapon? Hold on. I'm gonna talk to my non-existent audience right over there. So, give me a minute, okay? Just stay there, alright? Just stay there.
Guys, fucking took some showers. It smells like shit in there. God damn. Like, holy shit. Just pretend that he's a normal human being and not a no-life face number or something like that, okay? It smells bad. Just bear with me, okay? Damn, these kind of people, holy shit.
So, I'm back. What was I saying again? Oh yeah. Anyways, so lately I've been playing Operator just like everyone else, and I don't really enjoy it since every raid I got into is just Toro, Venator, and Stitcher. I mean, there are 21 weapons in this game, and yet you always chose those three since you are a boring person. So I'm here to open your eyes and tell you that there are some weapons that are fun and challenging to play. I'm not here to tell you to only play that specific weapon. In fact, sometimes even I cannot resist the taste of the forbidden fruit. I'm just here to say that it's okay to play with them time to time, but if you are one of those that who only play with a Toro or a Venator every single raid, I mean, it's your choice. Who am I to stop you? But I just didn't know that you need the best weapon in order to win a fight. Alright, enough talking to those quote-unquote PvP god. Come check this out. So, the Beretta is actually one of my favorite weapons for PvP since it's cheap and it doesn't really need any upgrades. This gun is really fun to play with and it doesn't really require much skill for it. So, if you're looking for a cheap and fun weapons to play, the Beretta is the best choice for you. But some might say, basic, you can just craft a kettle. It's basically the same thing but more customization. Look, buddy, you don't have to tell everyone that you use cheat to be able to have a better chance to win a fight. And the attachment, what the fuck is that? For the Beretta, all you need is a Beretta. That's it. But basic, I can craft it. Where do I find the gun blueprints? You earned it by doing the quest Industrial Espionage from Tianwen. Originally, I was gonna put the kettle as the first one since it is really cheaper and don't really need a blueprint for it. It's basically the same thing but cheaper. But since most of the people I met that are using the kettle will always have their macros on, so it just made the gun boring. But what about the arcs? I want something that don't really need an upgrade and fun to play. Well, my dear viewer, let me introduce you to the Torrente. The Torrente in Arc Raiders is in a very mixed place since the Torrente really is powerful in CQB, but the reason I put this gun on my list is because the gun really needs game sense and it depends on the situation. Yes, when it comes to head-to-head, the only gun that can win against the Torrente is the Volcano. But since the gun is very heavy and ammo hungry, you need to choose between fight or flight. And not every raid will go in your ways, especially when you're playing in teams. Long range, showstopper, jolt mine, or just simply two people peeking at the same time. There are a lot of ways to counter the Torrente, it just needs a little bit of planning. Alright, the last two weapons on my list start to get a little bit pricey. But from my own experience, these two weapons really deserve my top 2 place. Hold on, let me change the music real quick. Let me tell you, not a lot of people love the Apprecio, At least I don't really see many Raider using this gun. I get it. The Mark 1 isn't really that good, and it's expensive to fully upgrade it to Mark 4. When you have the Rattler, most people just view that as a better option. But hear me out. Is the gun pricey? Yes. But when it comes to fun, it is a lot. Most of the gun you use in ARC Raiders are either single fire or fully automatic. And the Appreciate is the only 3-round burst weapon. So when using this weapon, it changes your playstyle a little bit. You can't rely on the advantage of those fully automatic weapons. For example, the Appreciate doesn't deal a lot of damage per shot just like the Anvil, or have high fire rate just like the Bobcat. And remember I said the Beretta doesn't need any upgrades or mods? Yeah, this gun is the exact opposite. If I have to describe the Appreciate with one word, it would be investment. Since this gun is the definition of investment, it will only stand out if you put specific mods and upgrade it. So I get why people just decide to use other gun instead. It's cheaper, some just might be outperforming the Appreciate by a lot. So I really hope Embark do something, like maybe make it cheaper or something like that, since this gun is so far the most fun automatic weapon in ARC Raiders. But let's talk about my favorite weapon, which is the most expensive on my list, and in my personal experience, I think this is the most challenging weapon, yet it's the most rewarding weapon, the Renegade. This one is the rarest since I cannot find anyone that is using this weapon for PvP. No matter you found it or crafted, once you found a better weapon, most of you just instantly tossed away the Renegade, especially when you got a Mark 4 Anvil. Yeah, I know, you don't need to tell me. Better penetration, better damage, and it's so much cheaper. But from my experience, this weapon is brutal. Once you make a mistake, this gun will 100% let you know, cause all it takes is you made one little mistake and you are dead instantly. And when you successfully kill someone, it felt so rewarding. In my experience, this weapon is an all-around weapon. If someone asks me, is the Renegade good? I will always say it's an expensive, decent weapon, but super rewarding. Everything about this gun is middle. The penetration, damage, fire rate, range, everything. Everything is in the middle. So when it comes to PvP, this weapon will show how good are you in this game. Most of the gun in this game is you relying on what their weapons can offer to make your fight easier. But when you're using the Renegade, it's the gun that relies on your skills. The better you are, the more terrifying their weapons can be. And as for the PvE side, it's the same. So when you're using the Renegade, you don't really need to bring a secondary. Alright, it's time to end this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, I'm glad. But other than that, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.